Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. So, a couple of things. Firstly, that needs to happen today. One, I have booked a viewing of two vehicles. One is a truck upgrade for us. As you can see, there has been another day in which, to be honest, it was so fully snowed, I couldn't really do much. And I was literally just spent the entire day on the internet trying to find suitable equipment. I have kind of decided I'm not going to be buying stuff that are too damaged unless we can get it for really, really cheap. And that just saves on Nick's schedule a little bit because he is quite busy and we can't, spend weeks turning around vehicles if if he's busy and he can't get to a vehicle. That vehicle essentially is just taking up space and not making us any money. So we're going to try and get some vehicles that are, or some equipment, not just some implements that are in better condition. So currently not much going on here on the farm. As you can see, nothing's really changed. It was fully covered in snow yesterday and everything is super muddy today. I will go have a look at Ryan's fields and see if we can maybe start the cultivating on the big field today, because I do want to start working on that so I'm not constantly worried and that I'm not get to the end of the or get to planting season and I'm like, oh no, I need to do all this and this and this, and then it's just flap station. So I do want to have a look at maybe getting some of that done today, or at least starting that. But I wanted to go check out the two vehicles first. One, like I said, is the truck upgrade. We will be putting this one on sale. I have actually been getting quite a lot of inquiries, and the online advertisements definitely is the way to go. I still haven't even gotten to painting the signs, to be honest. Most of the time I have time, it's just too cold and I can't be asked, to be completely honest. So yeah, I'm a farmer, not a businessman, my brain doesn't always think about all the business kind of stuff that needs to be done, and I'm still learning. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to drive to literally the far side of town and have a look at the truck. Now, this was a work truck. From what I can understand, it was a construction company work truck, or the guy... Oh, I left the door open. Or the guy worked for a construction company and pretty much used his own truck for work and now has been laid off. So he essentially does not want or doesn't need the truck anymore and cannot afford it. So he's kind of trying to get rid of it for a fairly good price from what I've seen. And it's not in the worst condition ever. It is secondhand and obviously has... because it's a construction truck, probably has some cosmetic damage, but he says engine-wise there's nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty new model as well. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. And the only problem, which I just realized, is if we do want it, what I might need to do is to either get a taxi from the house to take us back there. So once we look at it, we can have a look, we can decide, and if I decide to take it, then I probably will drive this one home, then get a taxi to go pick up the truck. Something like that. It would be ideal if we had a good low loader. So we definitely have to invest in a low loader. It would save a lot of time and probably money. I might have a look. So since we are trying to get the big tractor out of the field, over there somewhere, and we will need a low loader because that tractor doesn't drive. Still haven't figured out how to find fuel or how to put fuel in it, because it doesn't drive currently. Which, to be honest, is probably going to be the best way. I do want to put fuel in it and check, but I'm also thinking maybe it's just worth just taking it out and then, and then actually put fuel in it then. So, because I mean, I might be able to start it, but there might be something wrong and it might cause damage to the trees, which is a problem. Which also, somebody commented on one of the videos we should get a crane, would be easier, which, to be honest, would be easier. You said lost silo. Is it the lost big silo? I think so. The house next to the lost silo. Okay. We're gonna go in here. Anyway, the problem is the trees are all protected there. So that's not gonna... There it is. Yeah. That's not gonna work, unfortunately. We can't actually do anything that would damage the trees. And I think that is also why they've not removed the tractor yet. So which does kind of make sense to me. Anyway, right, so I'm gonna have a quick chat. It's a big truck. That's a very nice looking truck, obviously very dirty. You can see this thing worked. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice truck. It's a very, very nice truck. I'm thinking this is like a 2015 model? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, dirty as hell. Which is fine. I can wash it at the dealership, which is easy to do. It looks fine. Like, I can't see... It's obviously so dirty that I can't really see, but... Yeah. I think it looks fine. I'm gonna... There's 2 doors. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna knock on the door, have a chat, and see if I can quickly take it for a test drive. And then we'll go from there. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I took the other truck back, washed it, and put it in the dealership. It is now ready. Paperwork's all done. Bank's happy. Transferred the money. It was a large transfer, so I couldn't just do it from my app. So I had to ask permission first and all that good stuff. But the truck is now officially ours and in our name. So it drives really well. It's a very, very nice drive. It does have a little bit of damage, but very, very little. And it sounds really cool. Really like jetty almost. Anyway, listen to this. Listen to that. That's very nice, isn't it? Right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go look at a tractor. It is a forestry tractor. Or a, logging tractor, forestry tractor, whatever you call it. And it has done a lot of work. Apparently the sawmill, or the owner of the sawmill, Brian Mills, is selling the business. He's trying to get rid of everything, and listen to that. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Just such a nice sounding truck. Anyway, it's very quiet in here. Very, very quiet. Anyway, so he is selling the forestry tractor. Now, I don't know what's the business, what's going on with the business there, to be honest. I don't really mind too much. I don't know the first thing about forestry. But from what I understand, because it's a forestry tractor, from what I could see, at least, it's got some, like, caging around it. Now, I spoke to Nick, and we can try and sell it just as is, but he did advise that we take it off, which will be a little bit of work, but he thinks it's worth it. He also thinks, due to that, the tractor should actually be in pretty good condition, apart from maybe the caging. So I think this could be a very, very good deal. They only want 12,000 for it. I'm going to try and argue it down to like 10,000. And if we can sell it, you know, for 15, 20,000, that's a bit of a markup. And I think the fact that it's got a roll cage on, not a roll cage, a forestry cage on, has actually limited it from being sold. From what I understand, Brian has been trying to get rid of the business for quite some time now. So, poor guy. There's a little bit of a recession happening. I don't know if you know about this, but there is a bit of a recession happening, and it's impacting a lot of businesses. So the fact that we're still alive and still functioning is quite good. We should count ourselves lucky. And I believe this is... No, it's not this. I think left here. It's not this, it's past this. And I think... Yeah, there it is, right there. Right, so you said furthest right-hand side. Where else? Right, I see it. It's right in front of it. So I don't want to... Actually, I'm going to just park here. because I don't want to just drive into... Wow, I cannot see a thing through that window. I'm going to have to use the mirrors, which I don't like using, but it should be okay. Right, that should be good. That should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Happy days. Right, so it's around the back. I'm gonna go have a look at it first. As you can see, there are still like planks and stuff, but it's apparently pretty empty. There's no employees anymore. And they sold most of the actual forestry stuff, or the logging stuff. And I'm assuming this is the part of land where they used to do... This is the track. I just want to kind of have a look around. And just get an idea of a forestry business. Like, I can kind of see like why they're struggling. They have no structure in how they're planting the trees. There's literally just trees randomly dotted around. I don't feel like they planned this out a lot. Anyway, right, so that's not my problem. Not in the slightest. But this is the tractor. It's a, I believe it's a Fiat Agri. Yeah, there you go, Fiat Agri, which is quite cool. To be honest, up until recently, I didn't even know Fiat made tractors. And as you can see, it's mostly just the cage that's got... There's a little bit of chips around the edges of the paint, but it's mostly the cage, the forestry cage that's got the damage. And I mean, the edges and stuff is quite easy to touch up. Looks like all the stickers are actually still in pretty good nick. Yeah, I think this looks good. What's this back thing? Anyway. Right, I'm gonna jump in quickly, have a look. I mean, dirty, for sure. And a little bit of cosmetic damage. Looks like there's been kids playing in here. That's a very small hand. Yeah, I think kids have been playing in this. It's been standing quiet. Like there's no one here. Literally just Brian and the last couple of people just clearing up the office and all that stuff, from what I understand. But I mean, yeah, it looks good. I think we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and argue him down to like 10 grand, because, you know, the more we can argue him down, the more money we make when we resell. And then obviously Nick will have to remove the forestry cage and all that good stuff. And that shouldn't be too much of a problem. He did say, I mean, I didn't look now, but he did say it's probably just going to be a couple of like bolts removing. And I think I might have had his name wrong. Brian Miller? Did I say Brian Mills? Anyway, doesn't matter. Right. So I'll see you guys in a sec once I've chatted to Brian, and we'll carry on. Alright guys, the tractor is now ours, as you can see. I don't want to say this too loud. Wait, let me get inside. I'll say this when I'm inside. This cabin is like freaking audio proof, soundproof. Right, as you could see, I ended up paying 12 grand. To be honest, I just felt bad. He's not in a good way, to be honest. Emotionally, it looks like he was, yeah, he was pretty down, and yeah, I just felt bad. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I know from a business perspective, you know, you should be a shark and all that good stuff, I guess, but I just can't. I just felt too bad. So, yeah, 12 grand. I mean, even if we make 1 grand or 2 grand, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just money in the end, you know what I mean? Like, poor guy, his entire life has fallen apart. I'm not going to go into details, but essentially a family member got very medically ill and it's cost him everything. And yeah, it's just, yeah. No way I'm taking two grand from him. In fact, I would have freaking paid him more if it was worth more. But luckily, he didn't ask for more, so that's alright. Right, so that's put a bit of a downer on my day, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of made me a bit sad there. I'll I've got a little bit of what do you call it? A knot in my throat, like, you know, like when you're like on the verge of not crying, but there's a little bit of something there. So I'm gonna go home now, grab some lunch, and then I think I might have give it a quick watch actually before I go grab lunch, and then I'll probably pop over to Ryan's and start working on that big field. Sorry, I'm driving so slow just because I'm a bit of a... yeah, that hit me hard. That hit me in the feels, you know? Anyway, so... yeah, we'll give the truck a quick wash. I think it'll look quite nice. And then we'll head over to Ryan's and start working on the big field to eventually plant some corn. Because, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of vlogs I mentioned that corn in Ryan called me, and corn is apparently... and I think this has also got to do with the recession. It's one of the most sought after foods right now because just, you know, the world situation is not great apparently. War and all that stuff is, you know, so... yeah, I mean, from what I understand, Ukraine used to be one of the largest corn exporters in the world, and obviously now that they're at war, it's just not actually doing anything. So, yeah, there you have it. We need to do some corn. So, anyway, right, I'm gonna finish washing this up, and then I'll see you guys when I'm probably on the way to Ryan's and working there. So... ooh, actually, a lot of paint missing on this. Wow, that is bad. Oof. I swear he kind of... maybe he hit it. You can see this. You can clearly see this is a construction vehicle. Like, all the paint on here is just... obviously carrying tools and stuff and climbing into the cabin with tools and... wow, that's not ideal. Anyway, it's fine. Structurally, it's fine. It's just cosmetics. And he did say, like, cosmetically, it has had some better days. So the backside looks good. He did say that the backside is pretty much new, because that's obviously, it used to be a flatbed and he didn't actually use this bit. So this was just in a garage. So perfect for us. And that's also obviously why it's a bit separate colors. Anyway, that looks good, doesn't it? I love the black rims. Wow. I've always liked black rims with a white truck. It just looks so good, doesn't it? Or white car. Anyway, I'm going to grab some quick lunch and then I'll drive to Ryan's and we'll start working on the field. And it is freaking snowing again. I have to say, this is probably one of the coldest winters I've experienced in, maybe not my life, but in a very, very long time. So, yeah, I'm kind of missing better weather. If you ask me now to move somewhere more sunny, I'd probably say yes. But yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm quite happy here. It's not going to happen anytime soon anyway. We've got quite a lot going on around here, and I wouldn't like letting Ryan down, so that's not really in the cards. So the tractor, I have not got it yet. I mean, it is ours. Like, it is fully ours, but Brian's happy for me to keep it there for a while until I get a low loader or an opportunity to actually move it. And I just didn't want to pay another taxi, to be honest. The taxi was very expensive. It was like $30 for literally, well, like a 3-minute trip. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I didn't want to pay another taxi for that. I don't feel like it's worth it. And Brian's happy for me to keep it there. It's not in the way. The business isn't fully sold yet, so yeah. Anyway, righto. Let's stop here and grab the tractor. Wow, it is freaking freezing. And then we're gonna go hook up the cultivator, which is in front of the tractor. Oh man, I love this tractor. This is such a good tractor, isn't it? And then we'll start working on the field. Right, I think I can just reverse all the way. Because why not, right? And turn. about now? I need to talk to Ryan about this tire tractor as well. I maybe messed that up a little bit. I'll be alright. Yeah, that'll be alright. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so... to be honest, this is probably not going to be the most exciting content for you guys, so I will probably just put it in a time-lapse. I don't know how far I'm going to go. If the ground starts getting too hard, I might have to stop. If the tractor struggles with it. And if it's, you know, I might end up going into the... or I might end up going into, you know, nighttime. For now, though, I'm going to start working on the field. And... unfortunately, actually, I'll try to put the drone up. I don't know if it will go up. It's not snowing very hard. The battery probably won't last very long just because it's cold. But I'll try and put the drone up. So if it goes up, I guess for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive. Take this hurt, lady, throw it in my face. Don't let these bones slow you down. Cause I'm coming on strong. Grass should have looked greener. I need a true believer in disguise. If I'm loving you wrong, short-changing and receiving, girl, you best believe in me behind. Cause I'm over easy tonight. Spit it out, I'm waiting. Don't leave me contemplating my own life. Save the bullshit for another man on...
Alright guys, to be honest, the snow is a little bit much, so the drone is not functioning well. I'm getting quite a lot of errors, so having the drone up is not going to work, unfortunately, unless it stops snowing. But to be honest, I'm just going to get going and just get work done. So that I will make that the end of this vlog, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.